felt like a significant win, not just for the table, but for the conviction and belief of everybody here?
I think so. Obviously, it doesn't mean nothing because last year when Arsenal won to shorten the gap to 7 points, everything was. Felt that everything was still possible for Tottenham's qualification, and then it shifted very, very quickly. So it's not a big margin yet for us to be completely safe. What we think is that it can have a direct effect on their motivation, on ours too, obviously. But we have a difficult game against Liverpool coming up. But particularly on them, because the difference from last year was that we are on an upward spiral in terms of confidence, and they are on a negative spiral in terms of results. And to be out of that negative spiral is extremely difficult to come out of it. So obviously we approach this Liverpool game with extreme care because they are on a good run too, and they play excellent football. But if we can profit from any chance from Arsenal playing against Man City and further strengthen our position, would be ideal.
Do you think that you should be thinking about Man City now rather than?
No, it's very difficult. At the moment we keep our feet on the ground and keep on moving. Still some difficult games to play against big teams. Now we have Liverpool, Chelsea, and Man City still to play. Plus Everton who have to come here. So teams who have the same objectives as ours. So it hasn't finished yet. Everything is still possible, and we just have to get the most amount of points as we can.
But do you feel you won the argument today, Andre, in the sense that anyone looking at that would say that Spurs have the strongest squad and are in the better position?
Yeah, I think in my reflection, in obviously, when you are in a negative spiral of results, any game is good to come back into it. And Arsenal have that chance against Man City, to fill their lungs with confidence once again. But I think it can have that effect. I'm not sure. Neither am I to predict what is going to happen. Because what we know is that they've shown enough examples that they are able to do it in the past and finish the seasons very, very strong. I think we saw a great game of football, attacking wise, completely open, a good 30 minutes full of intensity. We obviously broke the deadlock early late in the first half, which was important for us. But they came back into the game and did ever so well to threaten us with the equalizer, whilst we kept on the counter trying to get the 3-1.
It looked like a very specific plan that you had to expose a weakness, behind the Arsenal defence. Was that the case?
Well, I think it's all first is part of the player's talent and ability to recognize where spaces are. Obviously, we prepare our game and we look for those gaps in behind, and we scored in the Emirates on the same situation. So it served as a reference for us. But I think in the end, the players have the feeling for what they are doing. They are able to put this ball through and are able to score from there.
Andre, when you see the reaction of the bench, the reaction of the supporters, the reaction of the players at the end, they go and throw their shirts to the supporters. Does that show that the club is united and there is a special bond here?
I think so. I think there is a great focus on trying to make this year the year that we qualify for the Champions League once again. So I think everybody is bonding together regarding that objective. And the players are our main reference because they've been absolutely outstanding. Making it their objective. They make it public. They want to be in it, and their desire has been tremendous in this recent games.
Monday night seemed all about Gareth and the goals he scored, but today probably a triumph more of the whole team from 1 to 11. Is that in some ways even more pleasing for you as a manager?
Yeah, extremely pleasing because we some great individual performances. Obviously we have to mention everybody, but Sigurdsson did ever so well. Parker, great game from him. Benoit is improving in form and confidence. Players that we spoke about that could have the impact in our season when they were injured, and if you remember the cases with Benoit and Parker particularly. The four now coming back, Dempsey, hopefully, So all players who are able to make a difference for us, make us stronger in this running when we have so many games. But all of them, inspiring today.
You've talked about Man City, Arsenal. Who do you want to win that game?
Not sure. We have a difficult game against.
We're playing. Arsenal have got Swansea next.
Yeah, but later.
Yeah, but after they have
Man United later in the season.
they have
Man City.
yeah, Arsenal and City.
No,
They
they played them twice. Yeah.
They lost up there. And
Which is the big game?
Manchester United.
They've got Man United.
Man United. Sorry. Yeah, sorry. It's my fault.
Different question. It's not a
My fault. No, it's relevant because I was misled by myself.
Daniel Adebayor went off with an injury. Do you know how bad that is?
I spoke about it in the flash interview and everything.
No,
I think so.
You said it 3 times now.
Yeah, I know. Both of them are fine. And both of them should be available in contention for Inter Milan.
Are you confident you can beat Chelsea in the third place?
It's extremely difficult. It's extremely difficult. The margin is very, very slim for them, and hopefully we can, but it's extremely difficult still.
After what happened to Tottenham last year with Chelsea, the sooner Arsenal go out of the Champions League, the better. Be awful if you're in fourth place.
Yeah, but it's so long. I've gone through. We've seen so many shifts in league positions recently towards the end of the season, particularly for the big teams involved in Europe, that you can't really stop. You just have to continue. I think what can happen is that the confidence can always make a difference and can make you better. And I think playing all of these big games that we have, Inter Milan, Liverpool, I think can give us a lift for the squad. The squad becomes better, the players become better, more experienced, and this is what we want.
Can you clear up what happened with the Liverpool substitution?
Yeah, I told somebody that if Dembele was okay, it was Sigurdsson that was going to come out, but there was a miscommunication.
You look quite angry, actually.
Yeah, no, but it's fine.
We have the last couple, guys.
I know it seems obvious, but just in your own words, can you clear up why it's so important to reach the Champions League?
I think for the club and I think towards what we want to build in the future. This club is taking massive steps in terms of investment on the structures and I think on the players too. For a team that lost some key players in the summer, I think the chairman did ever so well on putting the effort and investing in the team. So I think it's everybody's ambition to be there, and I think it would mean that probably the club could be propelled into a big club in England for the future.
Does it mean, does Champions League qualification, the players that you've got here in the form you're in, mean that the club will have to pay the kind of salaries that the top clubs in Europe, Bayern Munich, Barcelona, Real Madrid, Chelsea?
I think still a step away from that. This club is very, very meticulous on its finances. Obviously, one of the wealthiest clubs in the country, very well managed, and I think a club that will always have a philosophy of investing in young players and trying to get returns when possible.
All right, then. The last one, Ian.
Sorry.
The incident in the first half that saw something thrown at Gareth Bale.
I didn't see nothing. I'm not aware.
Didn't see anything.